this computer. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna be going through everything that I do when it comes to content, how I make content, how I edit content, all of this. It's gonna be more of a practical call than anything. Let's wipe this. It's gonna be more of a practical call than anything because I truly believe that I'm a visual, and when someone breaks it out for me like visually, then I'm gonna be able to see. But I am gonna be going through a lot of information, guys, but I'm gonna try and keep it as smooth, simple, and easy as possible. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to go straight into it because I want to get to the good bits. Okay, so let me share my screen with you. Get rid of that stuff. All of that fun stuff. Cool. Right. I made a pretty presentation, but it's not going to be mostly presentation because I'm going to go through the practicals of it. But social media. Okay, so when it comes to the types of content that I'm going to be going over today, let me just make sure I can see you guys' pretty faces. So when I'm going over the three main types of content, so I'm going to be going over TikToks, I'm going to be going over Reels, I'm going to be going over stories. And when it comes to content, guys, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be nice and pretty and professional and all of these things. It just needs to be done. Like it just needs to be consistent, just needs to be valuable, and it needs to be relatable. That's the main things that you want your content to be. Consistent. Like you want people to say to you, you popped up on my For You page so much that I seen it as a sign that I bought into you. Like how many people have actually said that to you guys? So if they've never said that to you, you need to be posting more. You need to be posting more. Okay. Cool. So when it comes to it, it needs to be consistent, valuable, and relatable. Okay. So let me get to the nitty-gritty. So the content pillars that we're going to be covering that all of our content should be doing and covering is number one, it should be personal. So sharing your story, maybe if you've quit your job, maybe if you haven't even quit your job, a lot of people feel like they don't want to share that they are in a job and they're doing this at the same time. You're going to relate to the people that don't feel like they can do this and their job at the same time. So be personal, share your experiences, your story, and don't be afraid to share your story and where it is that you are. Then you've got educational, always try and teach someone something. So maybe you can teach someone how to enter a trade, or maybe you can teach someone about the types of traders there are. If you're a day trader or you're a scalper, things like that, people actually find valuable content with. So try and make your content educational. I am going through this fast because I really want to get to the practical side of things. But yeah, inspirational. Inspirational can be anything. Your story is going to inspire someone else. You may not think it's inspiring, you may not think it's life changing, but someone started off where you once were, so that would be inspiring to them. I used to think that when I was working, I didn't want to share that I was working. I didn't want to share like a lot of my experiences because I felt like I should have made it. If I'm going to talk about this, I should have made it. And that's not necessarily always the case. And does this go for only stories or all around? All around, all around content, all of your content. Um, and then authority. So authority is having posture, just knowing what it is that you're talking about. It was so really, I see some people sometimes they post content and it's very clear they actually have no idea what they're talking about. So if you're going to talk about something, say for example, you mention, I don't know, what's one that I actually have seen, fair value gap. Someone mentioned fair value gap, and it was very clear they actually didn't know what a fair value gap was, but they was trying to educate someone on what a fair value gap was. But you could tell that they came across like, yeah, they just shouldn't have shared that, to be fair. So only educate and have posture and speak on things that you actually know about. And then of course lifestyle can be absolutely anything. You guys having slow mornings, you guys even being on this call, you guys being able to work with people that you have access to six-figure earners, seven-figure earners, or whatever the case may be, is also lifestyle. You being able to go to work in a cafe is lifestyle. You being able to be at the office is lifestyle. So anything in terms of lifestyle. Okay. So when it comes to the content that you're posting, this is normally video content. Bless you, Tafara. I can see your season. But the formula that I normally use when it comes to TikTok, or video content where you're speaking. So your first 3 seconds is a hook. Okay, so your first 3 seconds needs to grab their attention straight away. If you go on my content on TikTok, you know that my first 3 seconds are sometimes a little bit crazy. Like sometimes I'll just be saying mad stuff. Like sometimes I'll say crazy stuff. But it's just to get someone to stop scrolling and to listen to what I'm about to say. If you waste your time saying, hey guys, what's happening? So your 3 seconds is done and they're gone. Like they're gone. They've left you and they've gone on to the next person. If you say, so guys, I thought I would gone, like gone, finished. If you want to go straight into as if you're in the middle of the conversation. So if I give you guys examples, I'll go onto my TikTok and I'll use my TikTok as examples. Shut up and listen. Yeah, like stuff like that where it's like it grabs someone's attention straight away. So if I look at my TikTok, just in case no one told you yet, you are not too late. So just in case no one told you yet, you are not too late to start. That was my hook, and then I go into what I'm about to say. £500 and you if you have £500 and you want to invest in a business or a side hustle, whatever. Imagine if there's so many. I can actually show you guys hooks that I've used. I might have something that I can send you guys. Or like even like, okay, let me change your life. Me and Ella was going back to back on content, and our first 3 seconds was like, okay, let me change your life. Let me do this for you. Da, 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 da. I'm going to show you how you could trade. I'm going to show you how you can make money from your phone. I'm going to show you how these two apps are going to change your life. 3 seconds. You got 3 seconds to grab your attention. So if you ask yourself, if you play yourself your first 3 seconds, like have it like after this call, go on your TikTok and just watch the first 3 seconds of your content and listen to the first 3 seconds of your content and ask yourself, would you stop or would you keep scrolling? And if you would keep scrolling, then there's just a little bit of edit that you're going to need to do for your first 3 seconds. Very, 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 very important. Okay. And then your story is your personal experience. So say, for example, um, if you had £500 to your name and you want to invest in a business or a side hustle, listen to the rest of this video. And then I'll go into say, I only had £500 to my name and I invested in a business that's absolutely changed my life. It's a little bit of a personal experience. And then I'm like, this is something where I didn't even know that you can invest only £500 and actually change your life. I thought you'd have to invest thousands and thousands into a business. This is not that. And then I would go into it. Whatever. This is just me talking off of the bat, but it's just examples that you could use. You always want your first 3 seconds to go crazy, share a little bit of a personal experience. Like there's the ones of my viral videos that have gone viral, it's normally when I'm talking about money, the first 3 seconds. So normally, like, let me show you how you could make £200 in the space of 3 minutes or something like that. And be very, very careful though, guys, when you are talking about money, because you want to be as compliant as possible. We don't guarantee people money, but it is something that they have the opportunity to make. Okay. So I always, if you look at my wording, I always say could make. I don't say from G Food. Yeah, I've got a few emails from G Food to delete posts. So I always am really intentional with what I say. Now I haven't had an email from them for a long time now, thank God. Okay. But I say like you could make money from your phone. So I'm very intentional with you could. And when it says stuff like that, you're not actually guaranteeing. So instead of saying, let me show you how you're gonna make money from your phone, let me show you how you could make money from your phone. It turns it to compliant. Okay. And then always a call to action. So CTA is a call to action. Always, always say your call to action and spell your Instagram out. If not spell your, like say your Instagram out. So example, I always say message me the word ready on Instagram at sammy.jt. I never just say message me ready on Instagram. My Instagram's in the bio or something like that. The reason being is because fake pages can take your content. The reason why I don't mind fake pages taking my content is because they're promoting my content. They're promoting my content because at the end of the video, I say message me on Instagram at sammy.jt. That's my Instagram. So anyone that watches until the end of that video, they're going to message me. So thanks for promoting me. Okay. Whereas if you don't do that and you say, oh, my Instagram's in the bio, they can easily change that. If you're fed up saying no to your child, would that be okay? The reason why I wouldn't say that is this is something that I've learned and I'm really intentional about now as well, is you want to look at your niche and the people that you're attracting into your business. If you are going to say if you're fed up saying no to your child, you're going to attract people into your business that says no constantly to their children, meaning majority of the time they probably don't have money. So that's the reason why I don't do, if you only have £100 to your name, because who are you going to attract? People that only have £100 to their name. If you say, if you're fed up with saying no to your child, then you're attracting the people that constantly say no. You could say it as, if you want better for you and your family, then stay until the end of this video. It's someone that's ambitious and wants more and doesn't necessarily cater to the negative. I don't know how to explain it where like how I'm thinking it, but I hope I'm explaining it okay, where you're more just speaking to the potential of someone rather than where they're currently at. So you don't want to speak to the person that is in pain and depressed and all of these things. Like even a lot of content that I post, I don't post when I used to drink alcohol or when I used to be a party girl, because who am I going to attract into my business? People that take alcohol and party girls. Um, so yeah, if your aim is to help parents, if you want more for your children, then stay until the end of this video. Or you know what, if you want to spend more time with your children, stay until the end of this video. Stuff like that, where you're not necessarily speaking to the person that probably doesn't have money to invest into the business. You're speaking to the person that potentially has money to invest into the business. You're still going to attract people that probably don't have the money, but more chance than not, you're going to have people that do have the money, if that makes sense. Yeah. But you're what you post, you're going to attract who they are. So I don't post videos of me of like when I was a party girl or when I was doing balloons or anything like that, because I'm going to attract that kind of person into my life. I want to attract the ambitious person. So I will post content that relates to the ambitious person, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. I hope you guys are kind of getting the drift, but the content that you're posting, you want to create content that will cater to the person that you want in your business rather than what you don't want. And who they relate to is coming from your content. So if you're creating content that's ambitious and all about mindset and personal development, you're going to attract those people that are into personal development, that are spiritual minded. That like a lot of the team are God-centered people, because a lot of us post about God. If we was to post about something completely different, then we're going to attract people like that. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. What you're posting is who you're attracting. So just be very careful with the type of things that you are saying, because if you're saying, if you are broke and depressed, then you need to listen to this video. You're going to attract broke and depressed people. If you are, maybe if you're anxious and whatever the case may be, you're going to attract those kind of people. So if you want more for your life, I think that that's a good one, because you're going to find people that are ambitious. If you of your vibe attraction, perfect. Yeah, you put it in one sentence for me. Your vibe attracts your tribe. Okay, that. Okay, cool. So hopefully that makes sense. Cool. Now let me change you guys' life. Let me change you guys' life. Cool. So TikToks. All right. TikToks. Oh, 65 people on a call. Damn, this was only supposed to be for like 10 people. That's insane. Okay, cool. So let me make sure that we're good. Okay, when it comes to TikToks, guys, use another device. Do not just use one device. If you can use a laptop, if you can use an iPad, use someone else's phone for a half an hour, use another device, okay? Number two, copy what works. You don't want to copy the video that only has 200 views, because what are you going to get? 200 views. You want to copy the videos that go viral. It's not to say you're guaranteed to go viral, but you have a higher chance of you going viral. There was this video that one guy in Ireland done, and it was his first ever video, I think it was, and he ends up signing up a crazy amount of people from this one video because it hit like over 100k views. Everyone else copied this video. Everyone else. Everyone else went viral. Sammy copied this video. It didn't go viral. I copied it 6 times, guys. I copied it 6 times, and I don't know what it was. It just didn't go viral, but it went viral for everyone else. That's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Have your intention. I think a lot of us, we always want to go viral, and that's great. But the more you post where it gives value, people are going to buy into you anyway. I still get signups and I still get people DMing me all the time, and I haven't gone viral in, I don't know how long I haven't gone viral in, but because I create content that is valuable, I'll send you that video. It's probably 6 times on my page somewhere, but yeah. Yeah, it got everyone viral but me. I tried so many times. I tried to do like they come into the camera, so I came into the camera. They put their hand on the table, so I put my hand. I copied every detail, every hashtag, and it just, yeah, just wasn't for me. But there was other videos that I did copy that went crazy viral, so it was okay. Okay, it was okay. It just wasn't my turn. Okay. Cool. So copy what works. Don't copy the videos that only get 200 views. Copy the videos that are going viral, that have over 10K views. And if you can't find any, just go on TikTok, type in copy trading, and loads will come up for you. Okay. And then your call to action always. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to show you exactly how I create content. Okay. So I've got my two devices. Okay. Two devices. Right. What I would do is I have a device that's going to play the TikTok that I'm copying, and then I have a device that I'm recording the TikTok on. Okay. So what I do, this is going to change your life. I don't know if you guys are doing this or not, but I'm going to go from beginner, basic to advanced. So we're going to get into the nitty-gritty. Okay. So I go through TikTok. Okay. I'm going to go on search bar, and then I'm going to type in copy trading. Okay, you can just look for people that have already gone viral and whatever the case may be. And then I'm going to look for who has the most likes. So you can see at the bottom, this person has 143, this person has 20.5K. Okay, so 20.5K. Bro, copy. So this person has 20.5K. You better believe that I'm copying this guy. Okay, I don't even know, I don't care what he's saying. Okay, I will adjust if I have to adjust. So he says, trading is so crazy to me because you're telling me if I make $200 a day times 10 accounts, that's $2,000 a day. Okay, so he said, I'm not gonna say bro because that's more of a man's tone, but I will say copy trading is so crazy to me. So what I do, I come on TikTok, I create my video. Okay, this is me. Okay, I create my video and I'm saying copy trading is so crazy to me. And then I'll pause. Okay, that's it. And then I'll listen to the rest of his video. Copy trading is so crazy to me because you're telling me if I make $200 a day times 10. So then he says, you're telling me if I make $200 a day times 10, and then I pause it because he talks way too fast. So I'm just gonna get like 2 seconds of what he say. Is it okay if you can say bro? I know a lot of guys say bro, even when they're mentoring and speaking. You guys naturally say bro, so you can say bro. It's just you're probably gonna attract less females into your business. That's the only thing I would say. It counts as $2,000 a day time. That's $2,000 a day times 250 trading days. 252 trading days. That's about $500,000 a year. That's about $500,000 a year. He's not compliant at all, so I would actually take into consideration that he's not being compliant. So maybe this is just an example anyway, guys. But what I do to help me is I put on captions at the bottom so I can also read what he's saying as well. Okay. So that's about $500,000 a year, whatever. Times a 60% win rate, that's times a 60% win rate, that's $300,000 a year. And the reason why I know he said that is because it says down there $100,000 a year. Bro, copy trading. And then that was it. So if you want more information about copy trading, message me the word copy on Instagram at sammy.jt and I'll send you all the information that you need to know. I've just created a whole video for you guys in under a minute. Okay. So now I've got my video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to edit it for you guys. Okay, I'm not going to post this one because this is not compliant whatsoever. I just went on the first one. But I'm gonna jump on my phone on this Zoom and then I'll show you guys how I edit. So if I come on this Zoom, right. Cool. So let me make this self-host and then I'm going to show you guys how I edit my content. So it's really easy. I've literally just created one TikTok for you guys. And now I'm gonna when I show you the reels, I can't wait to show you guys the reels because yeah. Right, so Sammy, make host. Cool. Right, cool. So now I'm host. I'm gonna share my screen with you guys. Let me share my screen with you guys. Share screen. Start broadcast. Cool. So now I'm sharing my screen. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come over to my TikTok, okay? And I'm going to go to the video that I've just created. So just this one here, okay? And then I'm going to click I'm going to click this down button and then I'm going to click edit. Obviously my audio is not playing out loud because I'm on this call, but that's okay. What I tend to do now is I hope you guys can see me there. Okay. So what I do is I get my two fingers and I stretch it out. So I zoom in to the video. So I zoom into this where my video is to make the lines longer so I can edit it much easier. Okay, does that make sense? Did that make sense? Okay, I'll answer you guys' questions in a second. Cool. So I stretch it out to make it easier. Then what I do is I will go to when I'm just about to speak. I will click on the clip and I will just drag it to where my phone vibrates. Okay, so I'll drag it to where my phone vibrates. Then I will go to the end of the clip. And then I see that my mouth has stopped speaking and I've stopped speaking altogether. And then I just drag it to where my phone vibrates. It automatically will drag it to the line that I've put. So where that line is, you see that line in the middle of my screen, the vertical line, wherever I put that to, I can drag the clip to there and it will drag and it will vibrate when it's there. Okay. So I'll do that again. I know that I'm about to start speaking. I'll do that. And then the end of the clip. I've stopped speaking, so I'll drag it to there. I started speaking, I'll drag it to there. I've stopped speaking, I'll drag it to there. Okay, does that make sense, guys? Make sense? And then I just do that. So I'm gotten to the point where I don't need to do the line anymore. I'll just watch my video and I'll just do it. But that's how I edit content. You guys will just practice, 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 practice. Then when I've edited all the clips and I've cropped out all the silent bits and everything like that, I will do captions. Okay, and then it auto generates captions for me. Okay, I'll let it generate the captions, whatever. I click on style. Don't worry, this call is recorded. And then I click custom. Okay, you guys, and I make it smaller so it's not taking over my whole page. Okay, you guys can do any caption you want. I just found the simpler the better. Okay, and then at the end, I just make sure that I edit this. So it says copy on Instagram at sammy.jt. And then I will also do a visual one as well. And then I will just edit that to maybe like this. And then, yeah, I'll leave that up there. And then you can choose how long you want this. I do it to the end of this video and that's it. And then I normally, to make my life easier, I'll just copy and then I'll use that as the caption, paste, and then you can edit your cover however you please. I'll just do like a non-slip and then copy trading is crazy. And that's it. Save. And that's it. You can also schedule content on TikTok. So you can do more options and you can now actually schedule the posts. So you can create all your content and then click more options and schedule posts. And then you can actually select when you want to schedule it. When I'm talking about money, because I'm saying could and I'm not actually guaranteeing people money, oh, that only works for iPhones. Sorry, Android guys. But because obviously I'm not going to post this, it's not compliant, but hopefully that made sense. But yeah, when it comes to it, guys, let me reclaim host. Yeah, so hopefully that makes sense. Can you schedule if you don't edit your video on TikTok? You only want to schedule the finished product because it's going to post without being edited. So I would say the editing takes the longest, the creation takes the shortest. So batch your content and maybe just spend a morning, include it in your mornings to edit your content. Does that make sense, guys? Do you have any questions in regards to that? And then we can move on to the next one. So in terms of disclaimers, only when I'm talking about money, I'll put in a disclaimer. If you put captions, it will tell you where to cut it. Lovely, lovely. Yeah, if you don't have to schedule, you don't have to schedule. So it's okay. You just have to set an alarm 3 times a day and post your videos. Sorry, guys. Okay, sorry. Some of us have it. Some of us have it. Do you not put any other description or just that part? No, I just put my call to action. Do you So you can edit on CapCut, then schedule on TikTok. You can edit on CapCut. So I don't edit my TikToks on CapCut. I edit my TikToks on TikTok because I record it on TikTok. It makes it easier to record on there. I get nervous and the words don't come out. It's more of a mindset thing if you do get nervous. It's more probably because you care about what other people think. You care about how you're coming across. It's more just how you're coming across. It's more about how you feel like you're coming across. If you work on that, then you'll be fine. I used to care about what other people thought when it come to it, but yeah, it's whatever. Where's the schedule? I got an iPhone. Some people have it, some people don't. Okay, if you don't, I'm sorry. Email TikTok. I'm just a messenger. Okay. Um, and yeah, so I edit my Instagram Reels on CapCut and then I edit my TikToks on TikTok because it's so much easier. What about hashtags? I don't use hashtags anymore. I don't feel like they worked for me. Like I use them sometimes and then I don't use them sometimes. But if there is a viral video and they used about 100 hashtags, I'm gonna use 100 hashtags. Just go in with energy and confidence. CapCut eats my storage. Yeah, same. What should I put disclaimers? So I'll send the disclaimer that I use. That's the disclaimer that I would recommend for you guys to use if you do need to use a disclaimer. So I just put it in the chat box for you guys. So that's TikToks. Okay, cool. So we all know how to create a TikTok. We all know how to edit a TikTok. Guys, when I used to create TikToks, it took a little bit longer, but as time goes on, you're gonna perfect it and you're gonna get a lot of easier at it. I put something age in like over 18s when it's about money. No one under 18 can do this anyway. So, but you got a lot of under 18s on TikTok that could push out your content. Okay. Cool. So that's when it comes to TikToks. Now, my exciting bit. So the reels, guys. So let me show you guys the reels. This is when I found this out, game changer. Okay, so reels, use CapCut to edit content and create reels. Use templates to save time and cut out silent parts. I'm going to show you guys 2 ways that you're going to be able to create content. Okay, you're going to be able to create your reels. Okay, I'm going to show you guys 2 ways. So I'm going to make myself host again, and I'm going to show you guys how you can create reels, like personalized reels, and then I'm going to show you guys, and then I'm going to change your life, and then I'm going to absolutely change you guys' life. Okay, cool. So let me make host and I'm going to share my screen. Right. Share my screen. Okay. Let me change your life. So if you go to CapCut, okay, and then you go on templates. Hold on. You go on templates and maybe just type in lifestyle relatable. There, it's already there for you. Lifestyle or relatable. Okay. You go on it. It's going to give you so many examples that you can use. So whatever you do in life, just make sure at the end of the day you're happy. Life is too short to stress and unhappiness. Say, for example, I like this one. I see that it's got a lot of engagement. It's got 14.3K likes, 28 comments, 5.2K shares. I'm going to use the template. Okay. I'm going to use the template and let's say, for example, I'm going to just use me, I don't know, walking. Okay. Oh, that's not me walking. So I'm going to do this now. It's just created a whole reel for me. I've just done that. That's just created a reel for me. That reel has just been created. Now I just need to export it and save and share to TikTok without the CapCut thingy. Keep current selection, cancel. And it's saved. That's it. I've just created a reel in front of you guys' eyes. Okay, so that's one reel saved. You're going to see that on my Instagram later. Make sure you like and subscribe. Okay, cool. Next one. Use template. Maybe use a different video. I don't know. Me sitting there, I don't know, doing something. Just, yeah. I literally just go on templates and this is it. It's going to take a little bit longer because it's a little bit of a longer video. And then it's just going to create it for me. That's it. It's just created that whole reel for me. Guys, guys, this is one way I'm going to change your life. Okay, so you can just make this bigger if you want this bigger. Okay, some of the creators don't allow you to edit if you can't edit, but if that's like, this is fine. Like, this is actually not that bad. Export it, save and share to TikTok, and then now I've got another video so I can post these videos. I've got 2 reels saved right now. Okay, let me do another one. Use, and then maybe I'll use the video of us at the office yesterday. And then maybe I want to edit this and make this bigger, and then you can edit, do color, and then I like to put the black writing around the white writing. There we go. But you can also, what you can do is if you click on media and say, for example, I don't want that bit of my video, I want another bit of my video, you can click trim and then just go at this bit. So I'm gonna cut out Ella. I'll cut out Ella. Yeah. So I've just created three reels in front of you guys' face. Now. Now let me change you guys' life. Listen, I'm changing you guys' life right now. I want royalties for when you guys go viral and when you start getting 1 million views on all your content. I want all of that. Okay, I'm changing you guys' life. Now, who wants to know how you could make 100 reels in 2 minutes? Who wants to know that? Yeah, I thought so much. So I found this hack and it's absolutely changed my life. You do need a laptop to do it, so that's why I showed the other way of CapCut. Okay, but let me change you guys' life. Okay, cool. So I'm going to share my screen. Let me reclaim host. Okay. 100 reels in 2 minutes. 100 in 2 minutes. Okay, let me show you guys. Yeah. Right, cool. So that's what this bit is about. Okay, so go to ChatGPT, post your prompt. So just screenshot this because this tells you exactly how to do it. Okay, and then I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do it. Okay, so just screenshot this because it gives you the to do. This call is recorded, so you can come back and watch it. And I've got a quick video that's like 2 minutes long that shows you exactly how to do it as well. So don't worry, I got you guys. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to ChatGPT and you're going to paste this prompt. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to send you the prompt, okay? I'm going to send you the prompt. Don't worry, okay? I will send you the exact prompt. I'm going to put it right here for you. Right, copy. Obviously, you can edit it to how you want to edit it and who you want to attract into your business and all of these things. That's the prompt that I use, okay? This is what you're going to send ChatGPT. So I'm going to send this to ChatGPT. I'm so excited to do this. I'm going to send this to ChatGPT. Okay. And then I'm going to send it to ChatGPT. Now, ChatGPT has just created 100 captions for me. Now, it's very long to look at these captions and then do one by one by one by one by one. Yes. So now that you've got your 100 captions, okay, and you like them, they're good, you know, you don't feel to change anything, whatever the case may be. Now you've got your 100 captions. The next step is to go to Canva and create new reels. So you're going to go to Canva. You're going to click on create. You're going to go to videos and then Instagram reel. Okay. Oh, guys, Instagram reel. Okay, cool. So now Canva's going to help me create an Instagram reel. Okay. So we've got the page ready, all of that good stuff, whatever. How are we going to get the information from ChatGPT to Canva? Cool. So the next step The next step is to go to apps, then click videos. So what you're going to do is on your page where you're editing your reels, you're going to go to apps. So just down here, it says apps, just down here, apps. And then you're going to click videos. Just down, if you scroll down, you're then going to click videos. About to change your life. About to change your life. Okay, now you got videos. What videos are like? We can do some, maybe like a travel one. Let's do a travel one. Let's do an airplane one. Let's do an airplane one. Okay, I like this city one. I like this city one. We're going to do this one. Okay, we're going to do this one. Okay, so now I've got a 14-second video. Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna play it. This is the video that we've got. I'm about to change you guys. So now we've got that. Okay, it's coming together. You guys are seeing the vision. Okay, so now you've got that. The next step is add text box that says real captions. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a text box that says real captions. Here it says real captions. I'm gonna make it bigger and all of that stuff for you guys. And edit into the font that you like, edit it into however you please. Okay, so bold, I want it bigger. I don't like that font. Maybe I can do that kind of font. I don't know. This is just an example anyway. Okay, you can change it how you please. I'll put it into white. I like white. Okay, cool. Real captions. Okay, I want this to be for the whole video. I don't want it to just come in the middle of the video, so I'm going to edit this bit down here. Okay, now this is the crazy part. Okay, the next step is to apps bulk create and enter data manually. So what we're going to do is apps, okay, bulk create and then enter data manually. Okay, then clear table. And then you're going to put up here real captions. Okay, you guys following? I'm not going too fast. And then what you're going to do, all of these, all of these, obviously, do you know what I'm just going to do? All of these, you're going to copy and paste. Okay, I'm about to, guys. Okay, so I'm going to copy and paste. I don't know if it works on iPad, if I'm being completely honest. So I've copied that. Now I'm going to paste. So this one is, ignore that one. Okay, so now I'm going to paste. Okay, the next step is to click done. Okay, done. And then your last step is to select connect data. So you're going to right click. Let me move you guys out of the way. Hold on. Oh, I need a mouse to do this. Hold on. I think you can actually do this. This one. Oh, connect data just up here. Oh, I was sweating for a second. I thought I was going to change you guys' life. Then I thought I wasn't going to change you guys' life. Okay, cool. Then connect data. Then real captions. And then continue. Create 98 designs. Guys. View and folder. Hold on. And then it's just created 98 reels for me. Guys, I don't have to think about a single thing ever again, I've just created 98. Obviously, does it change the video? So what you can do, you can edit the video. So you can use some videos of yourself, and you can also just click on apps, video, scroll down and just click on video, and you can change the videos how you please. So say, for example, I want this one to be, I don't know, some water. Remove this one. And then now you have some water. And then I'm going to edit this to make this smaller. And then maybe I'll make it some black writing. Okay, and now the next page, I'm going to do a different video, whatever. And you can just edit how you please. You've now got 98 pieces of content. Guys, when I discovered this, oh my days, when I discovered this, and you can do like, say for example, I don't know, you can do like travel, and then you can do a video like this. And then you can also upload your own videos of yourself. You can also upload your own videos of yourself as well. So now that I've got this, I'm gonna just upload this, position 2 back. But anyways, you guys get the gist anyway. So yeah, that's how you can create 98 pieces of content. And you can do any video you like. Maybe, I don't know, do this video. Position to back. So it goes behind the writing. And you just got, and literally when you upload it on Instagram, you just add an audio. How crazy is that? How crazy is that? And you don't have to think about nothing. My content is done for the whole 90. My content is done. Guys. Do you look baffled? Okay, cool. Where can we find the recording of school? I'm going to upload it on YouTube. If you right click on the video, you can choose replace background or something like that. It's called, yes. So you can just upload videos. If you want to upload videos, you can upload your own videos. I would highly suggest incorporating some videos of your own. But if you, some people, you know, they run out of content. So sunset, I don't know, get a sunset on there and put a sunset on there. Whatever, you know, you get the drift. Put some sunsets on there. Position to back, it's already in the back. And yeah, guys, how insane is this? Just made 98 pieces of content. Back. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. We can lock off this call now. That's it. That's it. How crazy when I discovered this. So yeah, you can do it one of two ways. You can do it, obviously, the way, is there a trick with the audio? You just upload it to Instagram, and then there's like trending audios that you can choose. I would say for your reels, make it 4 seconds to 5 seconds long. Yes, thank you for saving my life. You're welcome. Any questions, guys? We've got about a few minutes left. Any questions? I'll let you guys go have fun with your content. I know you guys are itching to go and create your content now. So I'll let you guys do it. So you guys have got the prompt. How do I see the recording video of this recording? I'll upload it like immediately after this. You have my word. I'll upload it on YouTube. Okay. Any questions? Anything? We've just created 98 pieces of content. We've created a whole TikTok. We've created everything. You got, yeah. You 98 pieces is done. I'm done for the 90 days. I don't even need to think about it anymore. And then in terms of captions, what I do, let me give you another add-on gem. Another add-on gem is something called Boards. This is an app that I pay for, but you can just save the caption if you want. But what I do, if I do more, I'm gonna quickly give you another quick gem. I have like a pre-recorded app that's called Boards that basically has like ready set messages. So what I'll do is I'm going to share my screen. And I know a lot of you have this, I know a lot of you don't. So what I do is literally, I have boards. You can just use your notes on your phone if you want. And then literally, I'll just click this, my little emoji at the bottom, okay? And then this pops up. This is my board, okay? So maybe messaging on social media when I want to respond to people. And then I've got this caption right here. This is my caption for majority of my reels. Or I'll just put a heart. That's it. You can use the same caption all the time. That's it. So yeah, you're welcome. That's it. That's what I do. So boards is like pre-saved messages. You can just add it to your notes if you want to, if you don't want to pay for the app. I personally think it's really good because I just respond to people. I'll send them my link. I'll send them all of the good stuff. Melando's like a guru with this. Maybe he can do a training with this one. But yeah, you're welcome, guys. You're welcome. That's pretty much everything. That's pretty much everything. So any questions before I let you guys go and create 98, 100 pieces of content? Anything, anything? Any questions? We all Gucci. Shouts out to Londo for yeah, he's like the guru with it. He's perfected it. So yeah, I can't talk in it because I just use it basically, but he's got it. He's got it. Any questions? We all Gucci? We all good? Okay. Have fun with you guys' content. You guys have got the prompt. Edit it how you please compared to your niche, compared to who you want to attract into your business, all of that kind of fun stuff, and then all of that fun stuff. So I'm gonna literally upload this video ASAP. Hopefully it's helped you guys. I can't wait to see the reels that you guys create. Make sure to put yourself in those reels. I think that was everything that I wanted to cover. Let me just check the presentation. From stories and then stories. Okay, in your stories, let me just quickly, last 2 minutes. It's only a couple of things about your stories to be fair, but I'll cover it anyway. And then stories on your Instagram. Just one thing I did want to say about it is just make sure your story is actually telling a story. So what I found is your Instagram should always tell a story. So when you are recording content or when you are recording something, sometimes people don't know what the profit means, or sometimes people don't know what you guys are actually doing. I recorded that we was in the office yesterday, but I explained why we was in the office and what we were doing in the office. So I'm telling a story with my content. And then do 5 to 10 a day. That's the only thing that I wanted to add, but just make sure like people don't understand what profit is. Like, oh, my trade hit profit. No one understands that. But I made £20 off of my trade today that only took me 2 minutes to enter. That's a story. Okay. So that's the only thing that I wanted to add. But you're absolutely welcome. I appreciate every single one of you for jumping on. I was not expecting this many people to jump on, honestly. I thought it was going to be like a 10 people call. But absolutely appreciate every single one of you. I can't wait to see the content that you guys create now and what y'all are bringing to the table, and for you guys to go viral. Okay, so have an amazing evening, guys. I will upload as soon as this has converted and all of that fun stuff. And yeah, you're absolutely more than welcome, guys. Take care, stay blessed, and have a lovely evening.